So will the Jubaland forces be transferred back to their country?
Every person who is illegal in Kenya must leave Kenya. Every person, not just, if we find those Jubaland forces in any part of Kenya, they must leave, the same way we find Alshabaab characters in our country and they have to leave. But sometimes they don't just leave by going. You have to fight, you have to do a lot of work to ensure that they leave. So no foreigner will be allowed to operate in Kenya, particularly to carry out military activities in our country. Our country is non-aligned on whatever conflict that may be having in Somalia. Our basic interest is to get rid of Alshabaab. That's all.
Thank you so much. Maybe you can have one question as we wind up.
Yes, regarding the Alshabaab, some like 4 months ago, 5 ships from Madera were abducted, and you said that you will negotiate with those people who have abducted the ships. Whom did you negotiate with? And
you speak like another person who was in another. I did not say I negotiate. We say I told the country negotiations are ongoing. And maybe now I can reveal because our chiefs are safe. Remember that the communities in Kenya are the same communities in Somalia. Maybe that may be of great help. The elders in Kenya took the initiative, and spoke to their elders in the other in Somalia, and tried to tell them that to help them pursue the criminals who went with the chiefs. And I'm glad that the elders, because it's one clan. The clan in Kenya is the same clan in Somalia. I'm glad that the elders in Somalia were able to intervene and make sure that using their local mechanisms in their own country helped their colleagues from the part of Kenya without the interference of the government of Kenya. And so ours was just to speak to the government of Somalia to see how best they can be able to help us. And all these other conversations between us and the government of Somalia thankfully led to, and I don't think there's no point for us to try to get the greatest credit. I think, if you ask me, without going into so much detail, that what played a greater role is the family relations on both sides of the border that managed to secure their relatives on the other side from danger, which of course some propagandists have turned it to mean that we have good relationship with the criminals. And I don't know, the way some of these people are talking is like they wished that the chiefs died. So that, honestly, because if you say that, how else did you manage to bring the chiefs? Why don't you say, hallelujah, the chiefs came? We don't, whether they came like the man who was, this is exactly, let me conclude now that like a pastor that I am. You see the Pharisees in the Bible, when Jesus healed the blind man, the Pharisees were more concerned on how did he heal you? How did he heal you? Are you sure he healed you? And the guy said, my friends, I don't know if he's, no, then they were even cornering him. Do you think he's a good man? He's a son of God. The guy said, I don't know. Whatever he is. I was blind, now I can see. So I think the point anyone should be seeing is that whatever it happened, the chiefs who are going to die, they are alive and they are back. And I think that's really, but for someone to want to go all the way to another country and go and say, because the chiefs were returned, it's because they have the president of Kenya has a relationship with Alshabaab, or the minister has a relationship with Alshabaab. I would rather, if I was a citizen, say, whatever happened, our chiefs had been abducted and they have been returned. And so I have told you today, the real game changer was the family relations on both sides of the border that managed to convince elders on the other side to find all necessary means. Unja, I don't know even what means they did to return our chiefs.
Waziri, I've gone through the comments on your